Hi everyone, welcome to Pithiya's Prophecy Tarot. This is your full moon in Scorpio reading for all signs. Let's get started with Taurus as it's Taurus season right now. Happy birthday, Taurus. So let's get a card for you and see what's the message of this full moon. Okay, so full moon in Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio. It happens, I think on the 12th, which is tomorrow. So let's see what's the message of the full moon in Scorpio for Taurus. What is the message here for Taurus? Full moon in Scorpio, message for Taurus. What is this? We've got candle magic. Okay. And we've got altar at the bottom of the deck. Now, the altar is all about, you know, it says a sacred devotion, a worship skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep. But it always makes me feel that it's about someone who's devoted to material things, okay? Because it says a worship skin deep. That's always the way I interpret that. So with the candle magic, it has to do with manifestation. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, for some of you could be trying to manifest something materially, right, for you right now. And for others, maybe, you know, there's an awareness that things you have manifested have been in, more material, right? Like not speaking to the heart. Let's see. Okay. What is the message here for Taurus? Why do we have candle magic here for Taurus? Ooh, okay, that one flipped out. I'll just take that. We've got the Three of Cups there. Couple more. Why do we have the candle magic for Taurus? The Nine of Cups. And one more. The Tower. Wow. With the Six of Cups. So Taurus, some of you could be feeling nostalgic at this time. Okay, thinking of someone from your past. Yeah. And it's interesting because on this card it says, speak your breath into its velvet, recite along its spine all that you desire, all that which will unravel. So the unraveling seems to be very much like this Tower energy, okay? Some of you could be looking to free yourself, you know? Maybe from friends, okay, or co-workers, and it's coming like a tower. I mean, that's possible for some of you. Let's just dig a little bit more. Okay, so let's see. Why is this Three of Cups here for Taurus? I mean, this could be in the realm of work, right? Where you suddenly decide to go solo, okay? So let's see. Why is the Three of Cups there for Taurus? The Hermit. Yeah, I think you've really gone within, thought about this, okay? Why is the Three of Cups there? There's a Three of Cups there for Taurus. Ten of Cups. Yeah, you're focused on your happiness here, Taurus. Okay, what it is you truly desire. With that Hermit card, it's someone who is a loner, right? Separate from this Three of Cups, Ten of Cups energy. And it's possible for some of you that, you know, you have been in situations that pleased other people with this Ten of Cups. Right, that altar situation, something maybe for something more material, but not really what you desire, okay? And you're thinking you'd like to free yourself. Let's look at the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. So this could be in the realm of work, or if it's a relationship, then you wish to go your own way, okay? Let's look at the Tower, the Lovers, and the Devil. Wow. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's with this Queen of Swords, there's a need to be aware, okay? And you could be becoming aware, right? Of two distinct paths for you with the Lovers and the Devil. It's about, the Lovers is a heart-based choice. The Devil is one that keeps you trapped for all the wrong reasons, right? With this altar, it feels like the Devil energy. Okay, and it looks like many of you are deciding now to suddenly free yourself. Maybe you feel you were too focused on what other people wanted with this Ten of Cups, and you didn't really consider your own wishes, and now you feel like doing that. Okay, you're aware that you have kept yourself trapped by focusing on other people, and what you could provide for them. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. Let's look at that Lovers. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a much more heart-based choice, Taurus, that you want to follow. Let's look at the Devil. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles, right? It's like a focus on all the wrong things. And I think, you've been focused on this for too long. You've been focused. You can see with the Hermit here as well. He focused on family, right? You've been focused on trying to please other people. And I think with this full moon in Scorpio opposite your sun sign of Taurus, I think you are going to call time on that. Okay, I think some of you will be calling time on that. Okay, so that's good news. Let's move on to Gemini. Okay, so what is the message here of the full moon in Scorpio for Gemini? What's the message here for Gemini? What is the message here for Gemini? Full moon in Scorpio energy for Gemini. We've got nature spirits, okay. It says, on your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. This feels like getting ready to do something, okay. And we've got potions and spells, yeah, an energy of, again, manifestation. But it says a pinch of this, a dash of that. Be sure you're sure before you call. So, Gemini, it's about being very clear about what it is you're trying to do here, okay? A real look before you leap kind of energy. Are you manifesting something that you truly desire, okay? Because it looks like you're getting ready to follow that, okay? Let's see. What's the message here? Oh, why do we have nature spirits here for Gemini? Why do we have nature spirits here for Gemini? This full moon in Scorpio. Why do we have nature spirits? Ooh, the Knight of Coins. And let's get two more. Page of Swords. And the Eight of Wands. Yeah. With the Hanged Man, you could be seeing something differently, okay, Gemini, which is why there's a need to be cautious here about what it is you need to get real about what it is you're trying to do here, because with the Hanged Man, now some of you may have done something in the past that you're seeing differently now, or you may see something that you're doing now. There's a potential to feel differently about it, okay, so be sure before you start manifesting. With this Knight of Coins and the Page of Swords, it feels like speaking up, right? Speaking up about the direction you're moving in, which is very quickly towards something with that Eight of Spears. Okay, be careful that you are not moving too fast. With the Page of Swords, there may be something to learn here as well, okay? Because the Knight of Coins is a slow moving energy, but this Eight of Spears is very fast moving, okay? So you need to be careful, and maybe with this Page of Swords, there's something to be learned before you jump into something, okay? Let's see, why is the Knight of Coins there for Gemini? Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you may be deciding to go your own way. Why is the Knight of Coins there? Queen of Swords. When it comes to the realm of work especially, or even a relationship or something, or a project, whatever you've been working on, you may feel that it's time to be independent, okay? To be free. If it's a relationship, you definitely want to go your own way. Let's look at the Page of Swords. The Three of Wands. And one more. Yeah, there's something to be learned about what you can expect. You know, what's the future going to shape up like? There's something to be learnt about that. Why is the Page of Swords there? The world, yeah. Some of you could be looking to travel, okay, and you could be very focused on this. There's something you need to learn. If that's the case, you need to research that destination a little more. There may be something you're not seeing about it, okay. Let's look at the Eight of Spears. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you could move to a position where you are feeling stuck, you know, and strength. Yeah, so I mean, you need to be careful here, Gemini, because there is a potential that whatever you're trying to do, you may feel differently about it. It could be in the realm of work for a lot of you, okay, where you're thinking of relocating, or even if it's a relationship, whatever. But there may be some movement involved with that Three of Wands and the World, right? And there may be things you don't know, okay, and you need to research that, because otherwise you could find yourself feeling stuck there, feeling trapped in with whatever you rushed into, okay. Let's look at that Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's about discerning where you want to put your energy into, right? With the Queen of Cups, what do you want to nurture, really? The Star, right? Make sure that the Star is all that, okay, that everything that glitters isn't gold, you know that saying. There may be something that you find very captivating that you need to research a little bit more, okay. Let's look at strength. Yeah, Seven of Wands, you know, you may feel yourself having to defend yourself, feeling stuck and feeling like you need to defend yourself, okay, so just be careful there. Let's look at that World. Six of Coins. Yeah, I think you think that it's going to be great, right? It's going to be harmonious. Yeah, there's something you may not be seeing here about the Star opportunity, okay? So I think you're being urged to do some research, okay? So that's you, Gemini. Let's look at who's next? Cancer. Okay. Full moon in Scorpio. What's the message here for Cancer? What's the message for Cancer? Full moon in Scorpio energy for Cancer. Oh, that's too many. Put that back. What is the full moon in Scorpio energy for Cancer? Voices. With a tug at the gut, feel them romance your very breath. Listen to the gentle flickering within your eyes, for this is where they guide. And then we got nature spirits at the bottom of the deck, which, you know, Gemini had. So I don't know, some of you could be cuspers, okay, or you could be dealing with a Gemini. But this card as well talks about they arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. And it says on your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. So someone may be coming towards you, Cancer, okay, urging you to go with them on a journey, right? I mean, it could even just be an emotional journey, okay? But with this voices as well, there's a need to, it says feel them romance your very breath. This person could be very seductive, very romantic, okay? Let's see where this is going. Let me get this card deck here. Okay. So what is the message here for Cancer? Why do we have voices? Why are voices here for Cancer? Full moon in Scorpio energy. Why do we have voices for Cancer? Seven of Wands reversed. And two more. Ooh, Four of Cups and ooh, okay, those three jump. I mean, we've got four now. Okay, Seven of Wands reversed. We've got the Four of Cups, the Magician, ooh, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, I think someone's going to manifest. I mean, they're going to come towards you. This Magician energy is trying to get you to do something. Okay. With the Seven of Wands reversed, it's about lowering boundaries, lowering your defenses. Hmm. Getting you to give up on something, okay? To reject something. That's interesting. So someone could be even coming towards you, trying to get you to reject something else. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. These are general readings, guys. Just take what applies, okay? If it's not you, it could be the energy of the other person. Okay, let's look at the Seven of Wands reversed. Oh, what is that? Page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, they want you to give up on something, okay? They want you to not go down that path at all. Why is the Four of Cups there? Ten of Pentacles. Rejecting something that's been built up, okay? Why is the Magician there? Judgment. And let's look at the Page of Wands. What is this? Seven of Cups reversed. You know, this Page of Pentacles energy can be very hasty, impetuous, right? It can be something a little reckless. And they want you to give it up, okay? They want you to give up something. Maybe rejecting something that has been stable for you with the Ten of Pentacles. I'm getting an energy of someone who may be coming to seduce you, especially those of you who are in committed partnerships, okay? If it's not a seduction in romance, it could be like someone coming to headhunt you, right? It could be something of the sort. But they want you to turn your back on something that has already been pretty stable for you. They want you to not fight for it and be a little reckless, okay? Or like, yeah. With Judgment, this person has decided that they want this with you. And they're going to take action. With the Seven of Cups reversed, they're very clear that they want this. They're clear that they want this. I'm going to get some more cards. Let's see. What is this Page of Pentacles reversed? Three of Wands. Yeah, something you were expecting, right, to pan out in the future. They want you to give up on it. Why is Judgment there? Six of Pentacles reversed. They don't want you to give to that situation anymore. And let's look at the Seven of Cups reversed. The Devil. Let's see the Seven of Cups reversed. Devil, the Five of Cups, and the Four of Swords. So I'm getting an energy, Cancer, that someone like you could be in a relationship, okay, or yeah. And this person may be coming, trying to get you to move on from your partnership, okay? That's what I'm getting. Like getting you to do something very, a little recklessly, okay? Lowering your defenses, trying to guide you away, okay? They want you to see your future differently, right? They want it to be with them. They want you to reject something that is stable for you. This person has decided that they want this with you, okay? And they could be manipulating you in, a bit to get you to reject this, whatever this represents for you. The Ten of Pentacles could be family, right? Could be a job, getting you to not give to that, okay? Yeah. Let me just have a look at this Devil. Where's the Devil there? Knight of Swords. This person is coming towards you, okay? They are the ones who are arriving. It could be an earth sign. An air sign, right? We just had Gemini, which had the nature spirit, so it could be them. Whatever. But this person is coming towards you. Maybe it's someone who, if it's a relationship, they regret letting you go, okay? They regret that. They want to heal it. They're very clear that they want you, and they're going to try to get you to walk away from family. That's what I'm getting, okay? Yeah, so I don't know. With the Three of Pentacles, it could be a third party that someone is approaching you and trying to lure you away from, from family. Yeah, I don't know. Be cautious, okay? With this Knight of Swords, this person is truthful, But with that magician energy, they know clearly what they want, and they may, because with that Seven of Wands reversed, it feels like catching you, almost forcing you into lowering your boundaries. Okay, so this person could be a little forceful, it could be a little seductive, and yeah, I don't know, just be cautious, especially if you already have something stable here. Okay, you could stand to lose a lot. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Cancer. But yeah, I think this person is coming towards you. Let's look at who's after Cancer? Leo. Yeah, Leo. Just get these right. Okay. Now, okay, Leo. What is the full moon in Scorpio bringing up for Leo? What's the message here for Leo? What's the full moon in Scorpio bringing up for Leo? What's the message for Leo? Leo. Cauldron. Ooh, okay. And we've got elders at the bottom of the deck. Which always makes me think of someone getting guidance. Okay. The elders usually impart wisdom, right? It says here very clearly they are the wise. So it feels like someone could be getting advice. Okay. With this cauldron, it's cooking up something. It says bewitching, yet a bee blink and you shall see a bubbling desire. So something is bubbling away. There is something that somebody is cooking up. They could be getting advice on it. Okay. Let's see. What is the message here for Leo? Why do we have cauldron? Why is cauldron here for Leo? Why is cauldron here for Leo? The Fool, yeah, someone's cooking up something. Why is cauldron here? Nine of Swords and one more. 10 of Cups, ooh, with the 6 of Wands, okay. Yeah, someone wants a fresh beginning, Leo, okay. There is stress around this. They're worried that family don't support them, okay. Yeah, there's anxiety and stress regarding family, friends, their community. With the 6, oh yeah, we've got the Hierophant beneath it. Okay, so if this is someone who's in a committed partnership with you, then, I mean, this could be you or this could be them, whatever. But this person is worried about what people are going to think of them if they leave this partnership. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Leave this partnership and go off on another journey. This person has something they wish to do with that bubbling desire, right? There is something that's been brewing for a while. They are getting advice on it. Okay, they're anxious about family though. So let's see. Message for Leo. Message for Leo. Ooh. Cards are so funny. Okay. There's a message here for Leo. Why is the Fool there for Leo? Why is the Fool there? Ooh, 3 of Swords reversed. Eesh. Okay. Yeah, I think Leo, I mean, how did that get in there? This might really hurt you, okay? Or you could be hurting someone else. This new journey is going to hurt somebody. Let's look at the 9 of Swords. The Star reversed. Okay. Let me get one more. Why is the 9 of Swords there? And the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're breaking someone's heart. They're ending someone's dream. Okay. To free themselves to go off on this fool's journey. Now let's look at the 10 of Cups. Where's it there? 3 of Wands. Yeah, there's family may have expectations of this person. With the Devil, so they feel that if they give in to family, they're looking at, with that Devil energy, being trapped in something that may become codependent. Okay, it's not what they want. They're aware that family want this though, and that they're dashing their hopes with the Star reversed. Okay, and it's going to hurt people, it's going to hurt family. And it could be anything, right? It could be someone who is leaving a family business, right, to go off on their own path. It could be anything. Okay, But they are getting legal advice on that with that elders, I do think. Or if it's not legal, I mean, it could be speaking to other counselors or other people, other experts. But this person is taking advice. Let's look at that star reversed. Why is that there? King of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, you know, it does affect like a marriage or a committed partnership, right? Maybe family have been expecting this. I mean, even if it's like someone leaving a family business, as I said, it could be impacting other people, okay, and their stability. Yeah. But this person sees their future quite differently. Basically, they don't see it the way family sees it. That's what I've got there, okay. Let's look at that elders. Why is elders there for Leo? What is this? Judgment reversed and 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're not going through with something, okay. They've decided that they want to right a wrong here. This person may have decided to do something or agreed to do something that was going to please family, okay, and it's like they're having a rethink now. They know they're going to dash the family's hopes, okay, but they want to go off on this fool's journey. That's what I've got for you, Leo, okay. And this could be you or it could be someone else, okay. So that's you. Let's look at Virgo next. Okay. Virgo. What is the full moon in Scorpio energy for Virgo? What's the full moon in Scorpio energy for Virgo? What is the full moon in Scorpio energy for Virgo? What's the energy here for Virgo? We've got frog, okay, and we've got coming of winter. Ooh, okay. Now the coming of winter always gives me a 5 of Pentacles almost energy, okay. It says it comes in lullabies deep within your mirrored flesh. Alas, it is time to lay your quivering chest upon winter's coming. So it feels like hard times are coming, okay, or someone's expecting that. Now with frog, it says, may the lily beneath your breast allow you to drink from its healing waters. Be still, for there is serenity behind the drowning crooks. So this is something, a very different energy. Okay, this is like cold and it's hard and it's barren. And this is lush, right? It's healing. Okay, that's interesting. So maybe someone is experiencing, and this could be you, Virgo, okay, could be experiencing something new, like maybe a new romance, okay, maybe after a period of something that's been kind of cold and barren, or maybe you've just been on your own, or you've gone through some hard times, okay. Okay, so let's see. What is the message here for Virgo? Why do we have frog for Virgo? Ooh, 9 of Cups jumped out. Okay, I'm going to take 2 more. Why do we have the frog here for Virgo? 8 of Wands and 4 of Cups. With the 4 of Pentacles. So, Virgo, is this you holding back? There's something you desire with that frog and the 9 of Cups. Something very lush, right? And something healing as well. It feels like love, okay? Something that can heal you. It's an emotion that can heal you. Okay. So there's something you greatly desire, but you've quickly rejected it. I don't know why. You moved quickly into some kind of rejection and withholding. Okay. And maybe keeping yourself in this winter energy of coldness. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's see. Virgo, what's going on for Virgo? Message for Virgo. Okay, why is the 9 of Cups here? The 4 of Cups here, you rejected something you greatly desired. I don't know why that is. Okay, why is the 8 of Wands there? 10 of Wands. So you rejected something you desired. You moved quickly to reject it. Okay. And with the Ten of Wands, you felt, we've got the Queen of Cups. So it felt burdensome to you for some reason. Okay. But it's healing, right? We've got the Queen of Cups. It's a very nurturing energy. We've got with that frog, it's healing. So you rejected something that was healing, okay? Or someone that could have healed you. Like it's a love that could have healed you, okay? Let's look at the Four of Cups. Yeah, the Chariot and the Nine of Cups. You rejected something, okay? You moved on very quickly. You moved quickly to drop that. And then you moved on. You moved on from it, okay? You decided to withhold your, hold back. Okay, let's look at the coming of winter. Why is that there? Seven of Cups reversed and the Page of Pentacles. With the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I think you didn't see the truth here, Virgo. Or this could be someone else even who may have lied to you, okay? Or didn't tell you the truth or something. And now I think you see things clearly. I think when you were faced with this healing energy of the Queen of Cups and the frog, you didn't recognize it for what it was. Okay, although you greatly desired this person, you dropped it. Okay, you dropped it. You thought it was going to be a heavy, like a situation that would just be too much for you, and you dropped it quickly and you moved on. I think now you see clearly, okay, that you did something here. Let's look at that Seven of Cups reversed. Five of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I think in the past you were conflicted, okay? Or maybe you're conflicted now, I don't know. But you will, if you're conflicted now, you're going to have a wake-up call, okay? And you're going to see things clearly. Okay, let's look at that Four of Cups. Why is that there? Two of Cups reversed. See, you broke up with someone, you rejected them, okay? With the Two of Wands reversed, it's like you decided not to go down that path. It seemed too heavy, and you just moved on from them. Okay, let's look at the Chariot. Why is that there? The King of Wands reversed. You may even have been a bit aggressive with this person. Okay, and some of you with an Empress reversed at the bottom, you may have thought that this isn't going to lead to anything. That's what I'm getting. And so you withheld from them, okay? But this person is someone you desired, and with the frog, it is healing, with the Queen of Cups as well. This could have been a great connection for you. I think the feelings were mutual, but you rejected this person and moved on. I'm not sure why this is coming up. Maybe you're just having that. Yeah, I think you see clearly now. Okay, that's the thing. You've had a wake-up call that maybe you wish to go back and make amends to this person. Why is that Page of Pentacles there? Oh yeah, Five of Cups, Four of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Five of Cups. So you want to go back. You've had some time to think about this, and now you regret this. Okay, and you want to tell this person that you regret this. With the Six of Wands, there's something about the situation that you maybe felt other people would not approve, okay, and you moved very quickly to drop it. And now you want to go back. I mean, yeah, I don't know how this is going to pan out for you, but I think if you do regret this, maybe you should go back, okay? And tell this person. So that's what I've got for Virgo. And let's look at Libra. Okay, it's Virgo. Let's look at Libra. Okay, Libra. What is the full moon in Scorpio energy for Libra? What's the message here for Libra? Full moon in Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio, message for Libra. What's the message for Libra? We've got Broom, okay, and we've got the Underworld. It says, hand over your known, a shift is near, take a leap, your journey is clear. So it sounds like, Libra, you could have been in this underworld energy, okay? And it's interesting because the underworld is ruled by the sign of Scorpio, okay? And there's even a full moon there, so I mean, maybe the shift is coming up now. You may have been in transition, like, something could have ended, but something else hasn't quite started. But there's some shift coming, okay? A period of transition is coming, you're going to be moved into the next thing. With this broom, make room, make way, a clearing need be. So it's about making space in your life for something new, okay? Because it's happening. With that shift, it's coming. And you've got to clear out, things that don't work for you anymore to make room for new blessings, right? Okay, so let's see. Message for Libra. Why do we have the broom here for Libra? Why is the broom here for Libra? Why is the broom there for Libra? Death. Oh yeah, Scorpio energy. 3 of Wands. And one more. Why is the broom here for Libra? Oh, what is this? The Star. Okay, wow. With the Knight of Wands. So, Libra, it's about ending things in your life that don't, that don't suit you anymore, that don't fit in. Yeah, and it's about making space, right? Making space. It's the energy of transformation, and we can see that here, right? A change is coming. So there's some change coming on the horizon, okay? With the 3 of Wands, it may be that whatever you expected is changing, okay? So your focus even could be changing. Expectations could be changing also, okay? Something you thought was going to pan out may not be panning out, or vice versa. Something you thought wasn't panning out might pan out, right? And with the Star, there is something you maybe even had a dream about or were focused on, okay? Let's see. Okay, so where is death there for Libra? Ten of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So it could be an end to feeling that you don't have enough, okay? Feeling that this is what you lack, right? Some of you may feel that you lack. If you're single, you could be feeling that you lack family support or a family dynamic, that's what's lacking, okay? If that's the case, that's an end. There's an end to that. Some of you could feel you don't have stable jobs or stable homes, right? Whatever you feel you're lacking financial security, okay? And the 5 of Pentacles is all about feeling like you don't have enough. So it feels like there's an end to that, okay? Now, why is the 3 of Wands there for Libra? Why is the 3 of Wands there for Libra? We've got the Hierophant reversed and the 10 of Cups reversed. Wow, okay. Yeah, so I mean, your feelings are undergoing a change as well. Your expectations are undergoing a change. With this Hierophant reversed and the 10 of Cups reversed, it feels like now your future you may see quite differently. You may see it different from other people around you with the 10 of Cups, right? Like they don't see things the way you do. Okay, and with the Hierophant reversed, you feel you're ready to do something a little unorthodox now, okay? Anything you were working on for a while, you're ready to let that go. You're not focused on that anymore. Let's look at the Star. The 9 of Cups and one more. The Chariot reversed. Yeah, you're not going through with something, okay? You're not going through with something you desired. With the Star, it was something that was greatly desired. But with the Chariot reversed, it feels like, no, I'm not doing that, right? It feels like that. Like a sudden realization maybe that you're not doing it. maybe it's not that sudden with that underworld. Okay, it could be, maybe you've been thinking about it for a while, right? And that's what's ending. But you need to clear something out to make way for something new. Okay. Now let's look at okay, let's look at this Five of Pentacles. Why is this lack there? Why is the Five of Pentacles there? Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Oh, sorry, Six of Cups and the Nine of Swords. For some of you, you know, you could be, you could have felt very stressed around money, okay, in your childhood. You could have felt that you were lacking a stable home, a stable family life, okay, and that could have created stress. And so you may have held on to situations that you know, just because you, from that feeling of lack, okay. Yeah, let's look at this Hierophant reversed. There's a Hierophant reversed there. Justice reversed. Yeah, some of you could be getting divorced. I mean, you know, we've got the Hierophant reversed and Justice reversed. I mean, for some of you, okay. Some way that you saw your family, the future is changing, okay. So if you saw your future in, you know, continuing with your family or whatever, that's ending, okay. Let's look at this Chariot reversed. What is this? The Fool. Yeah, it's like going off on a new adventure. Why is the Chariot reversed? The Empress. Here you are. Okay, the Fool and the Empress. Why is that Nine of Cups there? Nine of Wands. You may have been hanging on, you know, to something. With this Nine of Wands, you may have had a dream, something that you saw in the far off future, something you didn't quite let go, but you didn't quite pursue it as well, okay. Because you were clinging to this, whatever this Ten of Pentacles situation is, okay. So for some of you, could be a job that's ending and you stuck with it for a long time because you were worried about, you know, being financially secure. But now when you see your future, you don't see it in that structure, okay. You're ready to break away. And I feel you don't want to give up on something that you had given up on maybe in the past, okay. Something you didn't move towards in your past, maybe because you prioritized money. You're ready to pursue now, okay. And we do have the Knight of Wands here, so it's all about following passion. I think, yeah, some of you are ready to pursue a passion now, okay. So that's nice energy as well. So that's Libra. And now let's move on to Scorpio. Okay. Do tell me in the comments if any of this resonates. Okay. Okay, full moon in Scorpio for Scorpio. What is the energy of the full moon in Scorpio for Scorpio? What's the energy here for Scorpio? What is the message here for Scorpio? Full moon in Scorpio. Candle magic. And we've got the frog. Ooh. So the frog, as I said, is feels like love. Okay. Something that is healing for you. Now, if it's not love, it's something else that's emotional. But it does feel like an emotional energy, okay? So it's not just passion, there is emotion there. It's healing. And with candle magic, it feels like trying to manifest something. Okay, let's use this deck. Yes, Scorpio. Why is candle magic here for full moon in Scorpio energy for Scorpio? Why is candle magic here for Scorpio? Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, where's candle magic? Oh, and the Six of Wands. Okay. So Scorpio, you're trying to manifest something here. With the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups, I feel this is you, okay? You're going towards it. You're trying to manifest this, making this offer, right? With the Six of Wands, it does feel a little egoic, okay? Yeah, there's something a little egoic here. Like you want to make this offer, but it's because you think that it's going to be great. Like you're going to come off looking good with it, okay? Something of the sort. Let's see. Okay. But I mean, the thing is with the frog, there are emotions as well. Let's look at this Princess of Cups. Why is that there? Is that too many? No, I've got the Three of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you're making some kind of offer or apology, okay? Okay, you're trying to manifest something with that Nine of Pentacles. It's about you willing to do it yourself, okay? If you want to make some kind of offer for something that may have hurt someone, okay? And with the Nine of Pentacles, I also feel like if there were other people involved, because the Three of Swords usually means there's other energies, you're willing to go separate from those people to make amends here, okay? Okay. Now, let's look at this Knight of Cups. The Two of Swords and one more. Where's the Knight of Cups there? Queen of Wands. You don't know how to do this though, okay? You want to make amends. You may have hurt someone, maybe a fire sign, okay? You're not sure how to make amends to them. Let's look at the Six of Wands. Seven of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's confusion because I think with the Six of Wands, Scorpio, you want to come off looking good while you make this apology, okay? That's what I've got. Like you owe this person some kind of apology. You're not sure how to do it, but you are sure that you want to come off looking good. You know, it's like you're stepping out from maybe other people to make amends, but you are trying to do it in such a way that you come off looking good. Let's look at that Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's a decision here, right? With this Ace of Cups. You want to go back to this Queen of Wands. You want to apologize to them. Okay, maybe it's someone you care about. Someone you love, or, you know, but, and because you have feelings for this person, you want them to see you a certain way. You know, with that Six of Wands, you want to be seen a certain way. See, the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. Okay, you're feeling very burdened by having to give this apology, Scorpio. And feel free to reverse it, okay? If you're waiting for an apology for someone, this could be them. Yeah, feeling burdened about giving this apology because it feels like an ego. You know, it's like it's going to hurt your ego. Okay, that's what I've got. So you want to go towards this person, you want to apologize, but you also want to do it in such a way where you come off looking good. Okay. Okay. Where's that Two of Swords there? Yeah, Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands. You know, this person may have become a little more detached towards you. They may, with this Ace of Wands, they may see you as being, they may think that you have only wanted something sexual with them. Okay, it's possible. And so you don't know how to go back to this person. Yeah. Maybe you chose someone else, okay? And now you're trying to reverse course and, you know, you want to make yourself come off looking good. Yeah, that's what I've got, okay? I don't know if you can do that. Let's look at that frog. There's frog there. Yeah, the Sun and the Seven of Wands. You are resisting being completely transparent with this person. Okay. With the Moon, oh yeah, hiding a lot because your ego is in the way. And you do care about this person, but you got a big ego here, okay, and you want to come off looking good, but if you've hurt this person, I think you need to be truthful, okay, because if you are in this energy of resisting opening up with the Sun, well, that's not going to end well, right? This person might, because with that Queen of Swords, I think that person is quite smart, okay, and they're going to want answers if you've hurt them. It's best you just open up. If you truly want to make it up to them, you need to open up, okay, and not worry about how you're going to come across. That's what I've got for you, Scorpio. And let's move on to, yeah, I mean, you know, when the full moon is conjunct your sun sign, it's like it blocks your sun, right? Blocks your ego, and I think that's what you're trying to avoid here. Okay, you're trying to do whatever you can to make sure your ego is not sacrificed. Okay. So let's go on to Sagittarius. Full moon in Scorpio energy for Sag. What's the message here for Sag? Sagittarius. Full moon in Scorpio. What is the energy for Sag? What's the message here for Sagittarius? Healer. Okay. And with, oof, we've got mischief. Okay. Keep your eyelids open and sight sharp as nails, for there's something trailing behind your tail. Yikes. So there's some mischief, okay, on the way, and you may need to be aware of this. With the healer, listen as the medicine bleeds through her teeth, a river of mercy, blessed my mother, seen only by those who hold her mirror. Blessed my mother. This could be a water sign, okay, Cancer or Pisces, especially, okay, but it could be anybody. But this person, and I think this is your energy here, Sag, okay, you're this healer, okay, you're also merciful, and I feel, you know, because you can see the way the third eye is there, it feels like you probably know, okay, if this happened to you already, then you know that this mischief has happened or that people have done something here, okay. Someone may be coming to ask for forgiveness. Let's see. Nice healer here for Sagittarius. Nice healer here for Sagittarius. King of Pentacles. Nice healer here for Sagittarius. Why is healer here? High Priestess. And one more. Oof, Ace of Wands. With the Four of Wands, gosh. Okay, so there's some mischief, okay, along the way. With the healer, some of you could be intuiting something, okay. You could be aware intuitively of this mischief. With this King of Pentacles, I mean, gosh, and the Four of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, it feels like it could be happening in a home, in a committed partnership. Someone could have, you know, like someone else. There's some secrets here. There's secrets in the home, okay? There's secrets in the home. There's some mischief afoot. It's not being talked about, but you may be intuiting this, okay? You may be, yeah, intuiting it. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's see. Sagittarius. What's the message here for Sagittarius? Why is King of Pentacles there for Sag? Wheel of Fortune. Oh boy, okay. Five of Wands and Judgment. Oh, wait a sec, that's a lot. Page of Swords. King of Pentacles. So we got the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Swords, Five of Wands, and Judgment. Gosh, okay. So someone could be coming towards you, okay, trying to turn things around. They may want to tell you something, okay, about a conflict with that Five of Wands. I feel these are the mischief makers. You can see there's many people on this card and there's many people on that card. You know, I think they're going to tell you something about the mischief makers, okay, with Judgment. Okay, let's look at this High Priestess. The Four of Swords. The Five of Swords reversed. You know, that's the Ace of Swords in reverse, basically it amounts to. So I think if you know, if you are this intuitive energy, okay, or it could be a water sign, whatever, but this person is so highly intuitive. So Sag, you already know, okay, you know this lie, you know about this mischief. Let's look at this Ace of Wands, Ten of Wands. Yeah, someone may have ended this connection, okay, because they felt it so burdensome. They're coming to tell you, but I feel if they did end it, it has to do with these mischief makers, okay? And it has to do in the realm of a relationship. Now let's look at that Page of Swords. The Eight of Cups and the Hermit. Yeah, this Hermit energy, okay, could be a Virgo, right? Someone walked away. They've since gained wisdom. They've since gained knowledge. And they're coming to tell you what they've learned, okay? Yeah, we got the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, which is all about learned knowledge. So this person is coming to relay some information about some mischief makers. That's what I'm, you know, that's kind of what I feel. Let's look at this Five of Swords reversed. The Star. Yeah, I think you're open to healing this with this connection with this person, okay? You're open to healing it. You already know what's happening, and on this card as well it says healer. There's mercy, okay? So if this person is coming to you to tell you something that maybe they were unaware of, okay, because with this Hermit energy, this person's wise. I don't think they're like these mischief makers, okay, but you know, those could be people around them, but they've since learned what those people have done, and they're coming to tell you. And I think you already instinctively know what's happened here. You're open to healing this, okay? Let's look at that mischief. Page of Cups, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's coming to tell you and maybe offer up an apology, okay? Maybe their friends did something or co-workers, I don't know, but there's something about the people around them. And it's very different energy as well. You can see, okay, the mischief makers are like shady people, okay? And the healer is a very evolved energy, right? With that High Priestess, someone spiritual. But this person's like you, okay? With that Hermit, they are like you. They're spiritual too. I think they need to leave these people behind, okay? Could be friends, okay, with the Three of Cups. But either way, they're coming back seeking some kind of reconciliation with you. And they're going to speak the truth here, okay? And tell you what's going on. And I think you'll be receptive to hearing them out and reconnecting, okay? So that's what I've got for you, Sag. Let's move on to, Capricorn. What is the full moon in Scorpio energy here for Capricorn? What is the message for Capricorn? Full moon in Scorpio energy for Capricorn. I really apologize for not having any readings last week. I just wasn't feeling well. We've got graveyard here, and at the bottom of the deck is ritual. Okay. So something's over with that graveyard, right? There is a song that bellows in the peace of knowing no end, in acknowledging the crossroads of eternity. Okay. Something's dead. Maybe it needs to be accepted, right? That it's dead. With ritual, we've got manifestation energy, a ritual of dedication to self and those whose gazes hold fire, whose whispers carry you softly through the unknown, okay? So someone is trying to manifest something, maybe they're trying to manifest an ending, okay? I'm not sure yet, let's see. Okay. or it could also be someone who can't accept an ending and is trying to manifest something here. Let's see. Why is graveyard here for Capricorn? Why is graveyard here for Capricorn? Is graveyard here for Capricorn? The Knight of Pentacles. Strength. And the Eight of Cups. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords. I mean, it's whatever this is it's over. Okay. Someone may have communicated that. I think it's this Knight of Pentacles energy. Okay. Someone's committed, someone who worked on this, if it's a relationship or a job or whatever, they did their bit, right? They were hardworking. They're now finding the courage here with strength. It's taking this person a lot of courage, but they are finding the courage to walk away, okay? But with strength, I almost feel like someone may be trying to stop them, okay? Let's see. Capricorn, is that you? I mean, this could be your energy, right? Because it's earth sign energy. Let's look at the Prince or the Knight of Pentacles over there. There's a Knight of Pentacles there for Capricorn. The Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah, someone's getting out of a situation that may have been uncomfortable for them, okay? They're finally on the move. I mean, this is a slow energy. The Hanged Man is just hanging about. The Knight of Pentacles is slow as treacle. Okay, so this ending, if it's coming, has been a long time coming. Like a really long time, okay? Let's look at strength. Queen of Cups. Yeah, someone's finding the courage to move on. Why strength there? Nine of Pentacles, yeah. Someone wants to move on. They want to free themselves, okay? Why is the Eight of Cups there? The Hierophant, they're leaving a commitment. The High Priestess, they're keeping it quiet. With the Three of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. And yeah, so someone could be heading back, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles now faces the other way, right? So someone's leaving a commitment. They're keeping secrets there. They're not talking about it, okay? They're not talking about something that they, this person sees their future a certain way, but they're keeping that quiet. Yeah, they're keeping that quiet. Maybe because they're aware that someone they're with is going to try and restrain them. I kind of feel that. Let's look at that ritual. Page of Pentacles reversed. Why is ritual there? Yeah, Ten of Cups. Okay, so it feels like with the King of Cups. So it feels like trying to stop somebody with the Page of Pentacles reversed, like not even letting them move on, okay? Keeping them tied to family. Someone here is trying to keep someone from moving on. It's like the situation's over. It's been a long time since it ended. But they can't accept that, okay, with the Hanged Man reversed. The spouse or whoever is just moving on now, they can't accept it. I feel they're trying to restrain them, okay? And so the spouse is finding the courage to move on, but is keeping it quiet here, okay? Let's look at the Hanged Man reversed. Yeah, the Empress. They see something differently. They see an opportunity for a new life. Capricorn, okay. Let's look at the Hierophant. And this could be you, okay. Let's look at the Hierophant. The Knight of Swords, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, they've informed whoever they're in a partnership with that they're moving on. Let's look at the Priestess. The Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Wands. Yeah, they're keeping it a secret, okay, because they want this change. It's something that they really desire, but they also don't want to fight, okay. I feel that the person they're leaving with, they're leaving a very difficult partner. That's what I'm getting, okay, like a really difficult person who needs to accept when something is over, but can't seem to do that. And with ritual is trying to hold this person in place, okay. Yeah. Where's the Wheel of Fortune there? Six of Swords. Yeah, this person wants to move on calmly. So they're not telling, oh yeah, towards someone else, okay, with this Queen of Wands. So they're not telling their spouse, you know, that there's someone else. They're just saying that they can't do this anymore or whatever, okay? Because I think they're with someone, as I said, who is going to try and stop them, who's very, could be immature as well with that Page of Pentacles reversed. Um, feels like a difficult energy, throwing tantrums, with ritual, determined to get their way, you know. But if this is you, Capricorn, I mean, if you're the person who's moving on, then with strength, I think you just need to, yeah, you know, be really firm here, move on and keep it a secret, okay? Because this person that you're with is difficult. Okay, that's what I've got for you. So if you're tempted to tell them the truth, don't do it, okay? Because I think they will be trying to stop you every chance they get, okay? So that's what I've got for you. Let's look at Aquarius. Okay, full moon in Scorpio. What is the energy here for Aquarius? What's the energy for Aquarius? What is the energy here for Aquarius? Full moon in Scorpio, energy for Aquarius. Oh, what's the message for Aquarius? What's the message for Aquarius? Black cat, and we've got journey reversed. Okay. It said, daughters of our mother, walkers of the unknown, take with you on this journey all that you own. Walkers of the unknown, but then it's reversed. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe somebody's not reluctant to go on a new journey. Okay, feels a bit like the Fool, but in reverse. The black cat, there's a curious journey into the depths of the unknown, hidden so deep that only the brave will gracefully return with light in their eyes and shadow leading home. Yeah, there's a journey, it feels like massive change, okay? There's a chance for change. And it's going to require some bravery, right? Somebody needs to make this change, okay? Let's use this deck. So why is the black cat here for Aquarius? Full moon in Scorpio energy for Aquarius. Why is the black cat here for Aquarius? Why is the black cat here for Aquarius? Queen of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, yeah. And two more. Ooh, what is this? The Tower. Okay. One more. Why is the black cat there for Aquarius? Page of Wands. With the Magician, yeah. Somebody needs to... Oh, with the Magician and the Seven of Swords. Jeez. So there's someone here who is being very deceptive, okay? They're hiding something. They're hiding a love or something that they are very passionate about. With this Queen of Pentacles reversed, now this is someone who's disloyal. This is someone who's disloyal. With the Tower, it's like something sudden happening. Okay, someone's taking some sort of sudden action here. Maybe they're not going on a journey with someone who's disloyal, you know? Like this Magician and the Seven of Swords, I think, is attached to this Queen of Pentacles reversed. Let's see. Where's the Queen of Pentacles reversed here for Aquarius? Where's the Queen of Pentacles reversed here for Aquarius? The Moon, yeah. There's something disloyal, but again, it's hidden. And with that full moon, Aquarius, you may come to know about this, okay? That someone's disloyal here. Why is the Queen of Pentacles reversed? The Ten of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. So it feels like someone who was a loving spouse, okay, is now freeing themselves maybe. Okay, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, it's that they're not going to be loyal to this situation anymore, right? That's ending. That's being hidden. I think this person normally is loyal, okay, with that Queen of Pentacles. But in this instance, they're not being loyal. Okay, let's look at this Tower. Why is that there? Oh, just a sec. Sorry about that. The dishwasher was sleeping. So yeah, so this person's hiding something. Now let's look at this Tower. What's a Tower there for Aquarius? Ten of Wands. This person's done. Okay, so it feels like Aquarius. I mean, this could be you. This person who is normally loyal, right? Normally hardworking for the relationship. They're hiding the fact that they're done here. Okay. With that Queen of Pentacles reversed, they're not putting in any more energy into this relationship. They're putting themselves first. They're done. And that's going to come as a Tower to their partner. Let's look at the Page of Wands. Oh, what is this? High Priestess, Three of Wands, and the Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, they're trying to move away. They have something else in mind that they wish to go towards, okay? It could be anything, right? It could be a job or a new life or a dream, or it could be somebody else for some of you. That's not being talked about here, okay? That's being kept secret. Their plans for the future are being kept secret, and they're trying to move away. They're trying to move away. Let's look at the Journey reversed. Where's the Journey reversed here? What is this? Three of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, so this person's at a crossroads. Okay, they decided to make a choice to go towards something else. Now, for some of you, that is a lover. Okay, with this Journey reversed, though, it could be someone who is. It's like they need to make this. They need to take this leap of faith. Okay, they're not doing it yet. They're at that crossroads, right? They're not happy where they are. Let's look at that Moon. Why is the Moon there? Yeah, the King of Cups. This person's in love. Okay, this person's in love. There's a Moon there. Nine of Wands. They've been hanging on to a situation, okay, which has been difficult for them, but they're in love, and they're going to put an end. And I mean, for some of you, if you're the spouse that's being left, then this is a new journey for you, right? Because now you're going to have to negotiate life as a single person, okay? Or like maybe you were in a commitment for a while and this person's suddenly going, but it's going to come as a bolt from the blue. When they say that they're done here, it's like they're going to tap out and go. But if it's you who's being left, then the thing is that there's that journey is also going to be very empowering for you. Okay, it's going into the unknown, right? Because maybe you've been in this commitment for a while. But if you're brave enough to do it, to see it through, then it's going to take you to a great place. And that's also the truth for this person who's trying to move away, okay, who needs to go on this new journey for themselves. That's going to be good for them too, okay? So it feels like two people who probably are not well suited and need to go on their own respective journeys, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting. So that's you, Aquarius. You may have this realization soon, okay? The full moon can also bring up all sorts of surprising information to light, right? So that could be the Tower hitting. Okay, now let's move on to, who is it, Scorpio? No, what am I saying? Not to Aquarius, Pisces. What is the full moon in Scorpio energy for Pisces? What is the message here for Pisces? Full moon in Scorpio. What is the message for Pisces? What is the message for Pisces? We've got the frog reversed and we've got third harvest reversed. Okay. Okay, so it feels like something that somebody was expecting, something to come to fruition, didn't really, okay? With the frog reversed, it's like, it almost feels like a page of cups or a knight of cups reversed. Okay, there was a chance of something, it's not happening. Maybe it's not happening just yet. I don't know, let's see. Use this deck or no, let me use this deck. Okay, so why is the frog reversed there for Pisces? Why is the frog in reverse there for Pisces? Why is the frog? Ooh, okay, those two just flipped out, so I'm just going to take them. Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Why is the frog reversed there? Death. Yeah, there's an ending here, okay? Okay. We have Justice at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so it's almost like karmically, maybe, I mean, I don't know, maybe this is the right thing, okay? But there's something that's not happening with this Three of Pentacles and the King of Cups and death. It could be a third party for some, I just have to say, okay? Maybe at work, Pisces, this may be someone you work with. There are feelings here, there's emotion, but there's an end being put to that situation, okay? Nothing's going to come of it with that third harvest reversed, or at least not now, okay? At least not now, it's not. Okay. Pisces. What is the message here for Pisces? What's the message for Pisces? Okay. Why is the King of well, actually let's look at death first. Why is death there? Four of Wands, Five of Wands reversed. Yeah, okay, with Ten of Cups. As I said, I felt a third party vibe. Okay, so I feel like somebody is in a relationship. This could be you or the other person, Pisces. Someone's partnered up here. They'd have to end that to be with the other person, okay? And it's not something they're willing to do, so they're not going down this path. This person has feelings. If this is the other person who's partnered up, they have feelings for you. They are in love, but they're putting an end to that because they don't want conflict in their home, okay? And so they'd rather end this situation. Okay, let's look at that Three of Coins. Nine of Coins, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. With the Three of Coins, right? So, and we got the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So it could be at work. This person could be concerned how they're going to come across. Okay, if this is at work, they're very concerned with what people will think of them. I feel this is your energy, Pisces. The Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, right? And it's not about being a female or a male, right? It's just the energy. But you're nurturing, you're ready to offer your cup here. You're single, you're ready to get this going, okay? And with the Knight of Wands, you are passionately keen to do this. And maybe you moved into this relationship a little impulsively, okay? Especially with someone at work. It could have been done like in a moment of passion, right? And you want to pursue it, but this person's partnered up, okay? And they have a lot to lose, okay? And if it's at work, especially, they're very concerned about what other people will think. Now let's look at that King of Cups. There's a King of Cups there. Four of Swords. Yeah, this person's had a time out from you, maybe. Okay, they've thought about this. They know they have feelings for you, but they're not prepared to risk conflict in their home. Okay, that's what I've got. Let's look at that third harvest reversed. King of Swords and the Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, I think this person is cutting you out, Pisces, okay? With that Six of Swords reversed, they'd like to move on from this. That's what I feel. There isn't going to be, because they don't want conflict in their home. They're not prepared to move away from their home, okay? This may have been something that was entered into a little passionately, and now this person's had time to think about this, and they've decided that although they have feelings, they're gonna try to end this. Okay, so it feels like an affair or something that's coming to an end. Yeah. Yeah, will it stay over? I don't know, but that's the energy right now. Okay, so that's you, Pisces. Let's move on to Aries. We did have justice at the bottom of the deck there, remember, for Pisces. So I do think that maybe karmically this is the right thing. Okay, because this person is married, they would have to go through a legal ending. Okay, the consequences are quite a lot for them to leave. Okay, so let's move on to Aries. What is the message here? Full moon in Scorpio. Energy for Aries. Full moon in Scorpio. What's the energy here for Aries? What's the energy here for Aries? What's the message for Aries? Mischief. Ooh, with ancestors. Okay, that's interesting. So there's something shady afoot here. No, ancestors. It says the hills are quivering so deep, only roots of your soil can lift the nakedness hidden within the vows made in silence. This feels like ties to the past, okay? Maybe long-standing ties, right? Family connections. Okay, and there's grief beneath that. Okay, there's some kind of mischief afoot here. Gosh, okay, let's see what's going on. Aries, what is the message here for Aries? Why is mischief here for Aries? Ooh, why is mischief here for Aries? Why is mischief here for Aries? Why is mischief here for Aries? Eight of Wands. King of Spears, there you are. And the Knight of Spears. With the 10 of Coins. Gosh, yeah, like I said, deep-rooted familial connections. Someone wants to move on, okay, with that mischief. There's this movement is being hidden, with this King of Spears. If you're the masculine energy here, Aries, then this is you, okay? Actually, this may be you, whether, but take it as it fits. But there's someone here who's very passionate, okay? With that Knight of Spears, well, and the Mischief card, I mean, this is someone who may have multiple energies as well on the side, okay? Because there's quite a few people on this card. Like there's at least 3 people. No, there's 4 people, okay? So it's not someone who has just gotten into one connection. If this is someone who has cheated, then they've done it multiple times, I think, okay? Okay, but they are in a commitment of some sort. There's family here. Okay, let's see. If you're cross-watching for an Aries, then this is definitely their energy, okay? Okay, Aries. What's the message here for Aries? Why is the 8 of Wands or the 8 of Spears there for Aries? Why is the 8 of Spears there for Aries? Six of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. I feel like this person with the 7 of Swords, there's this sneakiness afoot. There's something shady, okay? This person may be giving to multiple people. I did get that, okay? And I'm kind of getting that here, like giving to a lot of people. Oh gosh, okay. Why is the King of Spears there? Chariot. Yeah, this person wants to move on. Queen of Swords and the Chariot. I think they, if this is someone who has had or wants to date multiple people, then they see the need to move on from their family. Okay. Um, I get someone who wants to go into multiple relationships, or maybe not even relationships. Okay. But they recognize that they need to, be free to do that. And let's see this Knight of Spears, the Hermit and Judgment, with the Seven of Cups. Yeah, again, many options. This person has come to the conclusion that this is what they want. Okay, they want to explore their options. Gosh, with like a lot of people. Where's that Hermit there? The Knight of Cups, and one more. Page of Cups. Why is Judgment there? Two of Cups. And the World. Yeah, this is someone who is calling time on a relationship, okay? Because they want to go off and explore many options. That's what I'm getting. Now, this isn't going to be for everyone, okay? But well, for someone at least, I think there's an Aries here who wants to go off and explore their options. They don't want to be in a relationship. They're calling time on that, okay? And maybe with that Hermit, this person may have been alone for a bit, okay? Because a very different energy, right? The Knight of Wands and the Hermit is very different energies. This person may have been alone for a bit, okay? And it's given them time to think about what they want, and they've decided that they are calling time on love. Like they don't want love, okay? They want they want many partners, okay? That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Okay, so that's that, Aries. And for some of you, with that grief beneath it, I mean, maybe this person's got some sadness and they don't want to be in a relationship now. They just want to. But I feel with mischief, they are involved. Okay, they are involved in a family dynamic and they are hiding all these people. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Now let's look at. Get all this mixed up here again. Okay. Let's look at who's next after Aries. We've got. Is that everybody? Have we finished everyone? Yeah, because we started with Taurus, right? Oh wow, so that was the last reading. Okay. I'm just going to do one general card for everybody who's watching. Okay. Just a general message for this full moon in Scorpio for everyone who's watching. Can we get a message, please? Full moon in Scorpio, message for everyone watching. Cauldron, and we've got candle magic. Well, if that is in the energy of manifestation, right? Cauldron, cooking it up, right? Bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. So I think the message here is if you've got something that you truly desire, follow through on it, okay? And with candle magic, it's about making things happen, The banshee here beneath swallows nails, right? It says swallow a nail and you can expect bleeding from within. So I think it's about manifesting what you truly desire, okay? But being careful and mindful that is the right path, okay? And it's not going to bring you a lot of pain down the road, okay? If you do things that are impulsive, hasty, that are going to hurt another person willfully, then, yeah, that could backfire. Let's see. Why is Cauldron there? Where do we have the energy of Cauldron? The Lovers. And one more. Oh, well, two more. Why the Moon. And the Five of Spears. Yeah. When it comes to the future and what you expect your future to be, okay, make wise choices at this time. With this Moon, things may not be clear to you. The right choice may be hidden, right? But I feel like the wrong choice is going to lead to a lot of conflict. Okay, so make a wise choice here. Choose from the heart as well. Okay, and don't get the heart mixed up with lust. Okay, that's two different energies altogether. Okay, so let's look at the lovers. King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Yeah, again, like I said, heart-based choice, right? Really from the heart, act from the heart, and ideally choose something that is going to be for your long-term happiness, and maybe for the best, for the outcome of everybody else as well. Okay, let's look at the Moon. Five of Swords. Yeah, this is a very bitter energy. This is vindictiveness. This is doing whatever it takes, right? This is the energy to be avoided. Okay, if you act from this kind of space of trying to settle scores, right, making choices that emanate from a vindictive, bitter energy, then that's going to lead to a lot of conflict. Okay, why is the Five of Spears there? Yeah, Seven of Wands and Justice. Okay, that's going to lead to a lot of conflict. And a karmic rebalancing. Okay, it's almost like you'll be fighting karma. Okay, yeah, so make the right choice here, and don't let your emotions be guided from a very vindictive energy or from an energy of wanting to settle scores. Okay, don't make a choice like that. It might seem self-evident, but sometimes when people are hurt, they may not even realize what's informing the choice, right? So it's you need to really go within and make sure that you're not doing something or choosing a path because you're bitter, okay? Or you want to teach someone a lesson, or you want to punish somebody. So that's what I've got for all of you. I do hope you enjoyed that reading. I will timestamp it. Please do tell me in the comments if it resonates. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll see you next time. Enjoy the full moon in Scorpio.